Hi guys. Yesterday we discussed about just brief idea, about Sun Microsystem and who is invented the Sun logo and what is the prior to Java, what are the technologies are there. We are already explained each and everything, right? Now. So let me recap once again, like briefly. I think might be today also. New students might be joined. Okay, so that's why just I'm recapping the yesterday's session. Then you can jump to new concept as well. Okay, right. So Sun logo, sorry, Sun Microsystem. It is nothing but one organization, like one company. So, like today, so many companies or so many organizations are there in the world. So, similarly, Sun Microsystem is also one of the organization or one of the company. Okay, like in India, like you know that TCS, Tata Consultancy Systems, and Wipro, Infosys, okay. So many organizations are there. Similarly, Sun Microsystem also one of the organization, okay, or one of the company as for our understanding point of view. So Sun, you have the some abbreviation. S stands for what? Stanford. U stands for university. N stands for network. M stands for micro. S stands for systems. So instead of calling like Stanford University Network Microsystems, we are calling like a Sun Microsystem. Okay, if you see the sun logo, if you see any angle, it is coming like a sun. Okay, for example, how it looks like, see, sun, sun, right? So here, U, N, U, S, U. Okay, that is, let me show this one. Sun logo from this angle. So let me select this one. Okay, correct, fine. Okay, from this approach, like from left to right, sun, from bottom to up, sun, from that is bottom to top or top to bottom also sun, right to left also like it is coming what? Sun. This sun logo introduced by Vegan Fraud. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say. Sun logo introduced by Vegan Fraud. Right. Come to the concept. From the Sun Microsystem, there is no Java directly. Prior to Java, that is before Java, we have the one technology, that technology name called Oak. There is no specific abbreviation for the Oak. Oak is nothing but a technology, right? It was introduced in 1991. Okay, right. Next one. See, it is not a programming language. It is just what? It is a technology. What is the purpose of this technology? It is used for to develop electronic consumer devices like TVs and VCRs. So that is what using oak technology. But in 1991s, you need to think about it. In 1991s, so many programming languages are there in the world. That is C, Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, Basic, and etc. So many programming languages are there, but these are all programming languages or able to develop single type of application. That is the drawback of the programming languages, and these are all the platform dependent. Okay, there is no like security as well, right? But nowadays any like end user means what? whoever using the any application, that person is calling as what? The end user. End user, suppose you are using like some any website, we are the end user. So that respective website, for example, icicibank.com, yeah. Okay, that icicibank.com, you are opening the online, you are doing some transaction through online. So now you are end user, you are the end user. Okay, right. Similarly, nowadays, why you are discussing about the end user concept, nowadays so many people is not fixed for the single type of application. So maybe the generation is totally different, right? So that's what we are nowadays. We are able to develop multiple applications like a standalone application, web application, distributed application, enterprise application. Okay, so many applications are there, but by using these languages, these are won't be helpful to develop such applications, guys. That's why we are going for what? Some new technology, some a famous technology, and it is a dealing the entire the world. That is what? Java. Okay, we already covered yesterday these concepts, right? So Java, there is an abbreviation. J stands for just, A stands for another, V stands for virtual, A stands for analyzer. This is the abbreviation for Java. Okay, right. As C or C++, Pascal, COBOL, Fortran, whatever the existing languages or whatever the period to Java, so many languages are there. Those are able to develop only single type of application, right? But Java able to develop multiple applications, standalone application you can able to develop, web application you can able to develop, distributed application you can able to develop, enterprise application you can able to develop, mobile application also can able to develop by using the Java. This is the proof Java is the strong programming language in the entire world, the entire technology point of view. So many technologies are there in the world, but no technology deal or no technology is competent to the Java. Please believe me that. Might be you are thinking like like what? Python is some extent, but it is not dominate the Java. Java is the dominate any technology, but no technologies dominate the Java. So you can look into that Google, you can search any website. Java is the only one technology, or Java is the only one programming language to deal the entire world. Please believe me that. Not only that, you can search in yourself, then you can identify that. Okay, so this is the like best example. Java is the very, very, very good language compared to previous languages. The application level, it can be show the some difference, right? Okay, basically the Java introduced in 1995. Who is the father of Java? Java father is what? James Gosling, right? See, James Gosling, Java inventor. So he's like very, very handsome person, right? Yeah, right. So James Gosling and his team, only 5 members, they introduced the Java programming language to the world. Okay, right, we'll cover the Java features. Okay, then I will show that each and every feature, what is the basic purpose of that each and every feature. I will show that in going forward. Okay, where is the Java is required, why the Java is required nowadays. So all those things I can prove in the features and the programming level and the theoretical, everything. Okay, right, guys, please believe me that. Next one, based on this application development. Based on this application development, Java can be categorized into what? Modules. So in the real time also, that maybe once you get the one project from the client, it should be categorized into the module, right? Because you never develop any project without categorizing the modules. Similarly, Java able to develop the multiple applications. That's why Java can be categorized into the modules. Okay, number one, the first module is what? J2SE module. The second module is what? J2EE module. The third module is what? J2ME module. Okay, now based on this application development, Java can be categorized into what? Modules. So in the application level, so as we discussed it, based on the application development, Java can be categorized into the some modules, right? So here the J2SE module is able to develop only standalone application. Only what? Standalone application. Okay, na? Right. So J2EE, we can able to develop not only for the standalone application up to enterprise application. Up to enterprise application, we can able to develop Java. Okay, and up to enterprise application can able to develop that J2SE module. So the J2ME module, it can be able to develop only single type of application, that is what? Mobile application. Clear? So based on this application development, Java can be categorized into the module. That is the first module is the J2SE, second module is the J2EE, the third module is the J2ME. But as per the Sun Microsystem people, so as per the Sun Microsystem terminology, you don't have the core Java, advanced Java, Struts, Spring, Hibernate, TJB, RMA, XML, web services, whatever you have. As per the Sun Microsystem, you don't have such a terminology. That terminology is categorized by the Amirpet and SR Nagar people for the sake of the commercial. But there is some terminology like core Java something, but those are the submodules of what? These modules. Okay, but that people is highly hiding the main module, but they're introducing or they're highlighting submodule for the sake of the commercial. Okay guys, now let me introduce the J2SE module. Okay, each and every module I will explain, okay, theoretically. Right, so here if you are observed, each and every module, there is a two digit. There is a two digit, right? If you are observed, for the J2S, you have the two digit. For J2ME, you have the two digit. For J2ME, also you have the two digit. And each and every module, there is two digit. What is the history of the two digit? There is a history, but the people might be make it as a mystery. Okay, what is the history of that? Let me tell you. See, every module you have two digit. You have the two digit. You have the some meaning. Without meaning, they won't be blindly introduce that two digit, right? There is a meaning. Okay, so according to Java, as per this application development, we are developing Java through Java only, right? So that's what here we have the Java, right? So Java able to develop multiple applications through Java, all the applications through Java. Okay, na? That's why Java 2 instead of TO2 they added what? Just two digit. That is the meaning. Because any application we can able to develop through Java, right? Instead of their adding TO2, they're simply adding what? Two digit, guys. Two digit. Java to standalone application, Java to web application, Java to distributed application, Java to enterprise application, Java to mobile application. That is the meaning. But Worldwide Programmers Association is there. That people is calling as a consortium. Those people is not recognized. Whatever they introduce the module names by the Sun Micro system. So that's why from 2006 onwards, Java each modules like each and every module was renamed as J2SC, or that is also calling as what JSC also, and J2EE renamed as what JEE, that is also calling as what JEE, and this J2ME module also renamed as what Java ME, that is also calling renamed what JME, one and the same. Okay, right. So this is what yesterday we discussed, right? So now I'm going to introduce the each and every module. First of all, let me introduce like J2SC module. Okay, guys, right? Now J2SC stands for Java 2 Standard Edition. J2SC stands for what? Java 2 Standard Edition. It is a base module for rest of what? Two modules. What are these modules you have? Those modules, there is one module as a base module, that is what? J2SC. Okay, it is a installable software. It is installable software, and it is available in website, in Oracle website or Sun Micro system. Okay, now it is renamed like it is migrated to Oracle only. Okay, there is no Sun Micro system under that Java, that complete under controlling what Oracle organization. They already overtake that one, right? Now it is available as what? J2SDK. J2SDK, that is what this software also is available up to 1.4 version. J2SDK 1.1, J2SDK 1.2, J2SDK 1.3, J2SDK 1.4, up to J2SDK 1.4 version only, that Java software is available like this. J2SDK, there is an abbreviation. J stands for Java, 2, S stands for what? Standard, D stands for what? Development, K stands for what? Kit, Java to Standard Development Kit. So the Java software is available up to 1.4 version in the form of J2SDK. From 1.5 version onwards, the Java software is available like what? J2SDK 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, and etc. Okay, and etc. The current version is what? Current version is what? JDK 1.14. Okay, right. You can call like JDK 14 or JDK 1.4. From 1.5 version, 1.8 version onwards, you can call like JDK 8, JDK 9, JDK 10, JDK 11, JDK 12, JDK 13, JDK 14. Need not to like add like 1.8, 1.9, 1.10 like that. From JDK 1.8 version onwards, you can call as a JDK 8, JDK 9, JDK 10, JDK 11, JDK 12, JDK 13, JDK 14. The current version is what? 1. Like JDK 14 version you have, right? Now, so the standalone application like this J2SC module is able to develop the only single type of application, that is what standalone application, as is shown in the graphical representation. So in the J2SC module, you can able to develop what? Two-tier architecture, okay, related applications, that is client server applications also you can able to develop. Okay, right. Here is our famous terminology like what? Core Java. Clear? I hope. So far, yesterday we discussed until this. Okay, today I'm going to introduce J2EE. Okay, what is meant by J2EE? Okay, let me compare J2SDK feature, J2SE features and J2EE features. Okay, right. So J2EE stands for what? There is an abbreviation, right? Java to Enterprise Edition. Yes or no? Right now. See, J2SDK, J2SE module is a base module for rest of the two modules. Okay, now then there is no chance the J2EE module like act as a base module. It is already completed. Only one module is the base module, that to J2SDK module, J2SE module. Clear? Okay. It is not a base, it is not a base module. Okay, next, what is the third point? It is what is the third point? It is not a installable, like JTSC module is installable software na, but J2EE is not a installable software. That is, it is not a installable software. It is not a what? Installable software. Okay, but here, if you are observed, you should be get the one question here, sir. Here you are developing the single type of application, that to standalone application, but we have to install that Java software that you need to install, right? But here we are not installing anything. How can you able to develop those many applications? Simple, guys. See, by using J2EE module, how many applications you are going to develop? These many applications. Okay, J2SE module you can able to develop, web application, a standalone application can able to develop, web application can able to develop, distributed application can able to develop, enterprise applications also can able to develop. How many applications are you going to develop? 4 types of applications. Okay, right. But this is not a base module. It is not installable software. How we are going to develop 4 applications? Might be have the doubt, right? Okay. See, while developing the standalone application J2EE also, Java software is required. Anyway, the base module is what? J2SE module. Okay, forget about the standalone application, because there is a J2SE module act as a base module na? So we are able to developing the standalone application in J2EE module also, right? So one problem is solved. That is what standalone application. Okay, na? Right. What about web application, distributed application, enterprise applications? Simple, guys. These applications, while developing the web application or distributed application or enterprise application, whatever the application you want to develop, okay, there is jar files. What is that? Jar, J-A-R. J stands for Java, AR stands for archives or archives. You can call anything, but terminology is the different, but spelling is the same. Okay, right. So each, like any application can able to develop apart from the standalone. So each and every each and every application have some main and dependent jar files. Sir, what is mean by jar file? Might be have the some doubt, right? Okay, simply, yeah. So it is the combination of what? Predefined classes and interfaces, and all are, might be each and every class may be containing what? Methods. Yes or no? Let me show that jar file how it looks like. Let me show that. See, in the C drive, so I install the Java software. So JDK, you can go for the lib folder. These are what? Jar files. See, jar jar file. Okay, jar file. Okay, so each and every jar file having their own APIs, like predefined classes are there, predefined interfaces are there. Both predefined class and interfaces having their own constructors, methods, data members, objects, blocks like static blocks and instance blocks. So many things are there. Okay, going forward, I will introduce that. Okay, simple guys. If you require, let me show the one example in the API level. There is a system class, like whoever knows the Java. Okay, try to understand Java P, that is Java profiler. Okay, Java dot lang dot system, that is a predefined Java class here. So if you want to see how many methods are there. Method is nothing but what function according to Java. Now, according to C or C++, that is calling as what function. The same thing in Java we are calling as what method. See, public final class java.lang.system. So system is what class. This class containing some reference variables, some methods, okay, some constructors. These are all some objects as well, right? Okay, that is what the API. Might be you will get some confusion here. Forget about that. I will tell you in the going forward. What is meant by jar file? These are all. Okay, right. Come to the concept. So it is not a software, it is not installable software, it is not a base module, but what is meant by J2EE? Might be have the some doubt, right? It is just what? Specification. What is that? It is just like what? Specification. What is meant by specification? Might be have the some doubt. Okay, simply let me tell you one layman example for the specification. For example, I want to construct a 5 floors apartment, 5 floors apartment, and the same thing in my house. I want to split like for the study room. For the study room, what? Just I want to partition here in my home. Okay, for the partition, do you require any engineering plan in your home for the study purpose? No, right? You can put the some like 1 meter or 2 meters. Just you can put the some glasses. Okay, so you can able to advise to the whoever going to construct that row, that partition. So then you can able to advise, hey boss, this much width is required, this much height is required. This is here is the shelf. Here is I want going to put my laptop or my desktop, something like that, right? We are able to advise to what whoever labor came to like to partition your room. Is it required a civil engineer plan? No, no, right? Come out. So the same thing, if you are going to develop like 5 floors apartment, are you able to advise to laborers? Hey boss, these many floors, each and every floor like this is that to this. Are you able to advise? No, no, no. You never advise because you don't know such a knowledge in civil, right? You have the knowledge only in the coding, especially Java, right? Are you able to advise to them? No, no, right? Immediately you have to take the decision. I have to contact with what a civil engineer, right? Hey, hi sir, I'm planning to construct like 5 floors apartment. Okay, these many floors, each and every floor like this. Once you informed or once you share your information or your thoughts to the civil engineer, he is going to prepare the one diagram, right? Okay, if you see the beside the roads, maybe so many flexes are displaying while constructing, right? So my what is it means that means once you develop, once you complete that construction, that building looks like this image or this flex, right? Okay, similarly, come to the technical perspective, that is the layman point of view. Okay, come to the technically. Okay, what is meant by specification? So, for example, we are in the position in to develop the coding or to develop the functionality, so on so X, which is given by lead. Guys, once you get the job as a fresher, they never give the anything, any specific task. Okay, once maybe email ID generated, so on so organization, the first document is what? Coding standards. Coding standards. Okay, na? Now no one give the like anything, any task. What is, sir? What is mean by coding standards? Simple here. If you want to create one class, you need to follow some rules and regulations, some guidelines. How to create the class, how to where you are giving capital letter, where you are giving the small letter, how many that width, okay, that size, how many characters I'm going to give for the class name, for the interface name, for variable name, for function name or method name, for object name. Okay, where you are creating the methods, where you are creating the variables. Guys, variables are different, variables are there. Instance variable is there, static variable is there, local variable is there, reference variable is there. Okay, so many things are there here. Okay, you can wait for some time. Okay, which variable you can use in which location. Okay, the methods also you have different, like instance methods or static methods. So which method you have, I'm going to create in which area, might be that kind of knowledge is required here. Okay, na? So similarly, the coding standards is what? So how to create the variable before starting your coding. So how to create the variable, where you are creating the variable, how to create the class, where you are going to create the class. Okay, what are the rules and regulations I have to follow? Each and everything. Okay, they are giving some coding standards document. I hope you got the clarity. Okay, right. So here specification means what? Specification means what? Just your understanding point of view, I give the some that example. Specification means what? It is a document. What is that? It is a document containing set of guidelines and APIs. APIs. API stands for what? Okay, API stands for what? Application Programming Interface. Application. A stands for what? Application. P stands for what? Programming. I stands for what? Interface. Okay, right. That API is nothing but what? See, this one. Whatever I shown that, this is calling as what? API, guys. These are all APIs. Everything is considered as what? API. Okay, API is nothing but what? Collection of classes and interfaces and methods, data members, constructors, objects, variables, different type of variables to encapsulated as a single unit or single name. That is nothing but what? APIs. So this API, that whole API is belongs to which class here? System class. Okay, na? So that system class API, these are all. Okay, whatever I shown. Okay, guys. Okay, I hope you are following. Right, come to the concept. Okay, API stands for what? Application Programming Interface. Okay, right. So here, let me wrap this screen. Right. So API stands for what? Application Programming Interface. Right. So here, specification means it is a document containing set of guidelines and APIs. See, come to the coding standards. This is the layman example I gave to you. Okay, coding standards, what it is giving? Boss, while creating the class, these many instructions you need to follow. While creating the variable, these many instructions you need to follow. For the methods perspective, you need to follow these many instructions. While creating the interface, you need to follow these instructions. While creating the object, you need to follow these instructions. While creating the blocks, different blocks are there, you need to follow these instructions. In the lengthwise, character lengthwise also, everything they mentioned clearly in the coding standard document. Okay, right. Specification means what? It is a document containing set of guidelines and APIs to develop what? To develop standalone application. To develop what? Standalone application. To develop what? Web application. To develop what? Distributed application. To develop what? Enterprise applications. Clear? See, why? Because each and every application, that staging directory, that way of development, way of compilation, way of execution, totally different. Okay, na? That's what. Right? Simple, guys. So, tiffin time, early morning, no one eat that rice. Yes or no? Right? Tiffin time, you need to take the tiffin. In lunch time, you need to take the rice. In the dinner time, you can take the light food. Okay, chapati or some rotis, whatever you want. Okay. Similarly, time to time, you are taking different food in different measurement. Similarly, while developing the applications, any application in J2EE, each and every application development stage, directory, way of development, way of implementation, way of compilation, way of execution is totally different. Okay, right. So, come to the specification. Specification means what? It is a document containing set of guidelines and APIs to develop Java-based web application, Java-based standalone application, Java-based distributed application, Java-based enterprise applications. That is what specification. So I already covered, sir, these many applications you are going to develop, but how can you able to come develop these things? Simply here, we can add. Okay, that is, you can copy. See, each and every technologies, like each and every web applications point of view, we have what? We have a jar files. What is that? Jar, JR, Java archives or archives. Okay, jar files. Okay, what you need to do? Take those jar files. Take those jar files. That is what? Copy. Okay, take those jar files. Okay, next what? Copy and paste in environment variables. In what? Environment variables. Let me show the practically as well. In environment variables, how can I do that? Simple. This PC is there, right click on it. I will show them going forward at the time of setting the Java class path. Okay, right click on what? This PC and select the properties and then click on what? Advanced system settings. Okay, there is one pop-up. Okay, computer name, hardware, advanced system protection, remote, something like that, right? You can select the advanced tab. By default it is selecting like that only. Okay, click on environment variable. You can copy paste those jar files here only. That is in the system variable. In system variable, there is two types of variables are there. Okay, there is two types of variables are there. System variables sorry, user variables and system variables. Okay, right. You can copy and paste over here. How? Whatever the jar files you selected, just you can edit, then you can copy and paste it. See, I already copied some jar files based on my application development. Okay, and once you paste over here, click on OK, finish. That's it. To add the jar files, you can happily you can compile and you can able to execute, validate, execute your code, happily getting the output here. Okay, right. So in the technology point of view, so what technologies you are going to develop in J2EE, like advanced Java, as per our famous terminology, okay, advanced Java. In the advanced Java, what you are covering? Simple JDBC, servlets. Next, what? JSP. JSP stands for what? Java Server Pages. Okay, Java Server Pages. Okay, na? JDBC stands for what? Java Database Connectivity. Okay, right. Advanced Java, struts, Spring, Hibernate, XML, web services, RMI, that is remote method invocation, EJB, okay, EJB, JSF, Java. See, RMI stands for what? Remote method invocation, EJB, Enterprise Java Beans, JSF stands for what? Java Server Faces. Okay, next what? XML stands for what? Extensible markup language. Okay, right. So and so and etc. things here. So many things are there. Cocoon, WebWork, these are all comes under what? These are what? Sub-technologies or sub-modules of what? J2EE. Okay, these are what? Sub-modules of what? J2EE. But we are highlighting sub-modules. We are hiding what? We are hiding main module. What is that? J2EE. Okay, guys, I hope you are clear. Okay, right. Just a few more minutes. Now, we are going to introduce what? J2ME. J2ME. J2ME stands for what? Java to mobile or micro edition. Okay, this is not a base module. This is not a base module, only one module, that to J2SE. This is not a base module. This is not a base module. Next one. It is a installable software. It is installable software as J2SE. Okay, na? Installable software. That is what? Like Android, you have Android, iOS. Okay, na? These are comes under. Next, by using J2ME, we can able to develop what? Games, mobile applications, and SIM cards here. SIM cards we are going to develop by using J2ME module. This is all about it. What? The basic history of each and every module in Java. Okay, right. We are not going to introduce like J2ME, that is totally different. Okay, forget about that. We need to concentrate on what? Only J2SC and J2EE we are going to introduce. But this one J2ME, so we are not introduced here. That is what is separate one. Okay guys, so this is all about it today's session. Might be have the some doubts are I need course content. Okay, right. I will show that content as well, guys. Okay, right. API stands for Application Programming Interface. Vijay Kumar. Okay, yeah. Next one. I'm showing course content here. So he's the Java inventor. Okay, right. Agenda. What we are going to introduce for this core Java? Language fundamentals, declaration and access control, operators and assignments, flow controls, exception handling, assertions, garbage collection, OOPS concepts, multi-threading, and fundamentals of what lang package. Here, the most important concept is what? OOPS, multi-threading and exception handling. Okay, right. So in the language fundamentals, like these are what important that too. Okay, right. The basically we need to concentrate exception handling, object oriented programming like OOPS, multi-threading. Okay, na, right. So these are what some concepts. Next one, let me go further. Next one, IO package, serialization, collection framework, generics, inner classes, internationalization, I18N. This is calling as what? I18N. And you can how to develop that one, like development structure, how we are like in the real time, how we are going to develop the classes and interfaces. I will tell you that enum and regular expressions and the famous. So in the interview room, so every interviewer nowadays they are focusing on what? J2S J2 JDK 1.8 features. These are, if you know that, these are hot cake here. You will get the job because lambda expressions is there. Just example. Okay, nowadays every interview they're expecting JDK 1.8 features or JDK 8 features. Okay, what are those features? What are the significance of those features? We are going to introduce that one going forward. Okay, as I from the online IT Vidya, I am telling every Saturday we are going to conduct a special class. That too might be 2 to 3 hour session. Okay, that is a special class every Saturday. Okay, there is a common programs are there. Concept wise there is a programs here. I don't want to touch that concept wise programs, then you can discuss in the class only. But there is a special programs like, you see, what is that, as we discussed, like reverse number. Okay, palindrome, string palindrome, number palindrome. Okay, na, right. Strong number factorial, sorting and searching techniques, binary search, linear search, bubble sort, heap sort. Okay, these are all almost 50 plus programs we are going to introduce along with interview questions. See, the core Java is the base here. The core Java, if your core Java is strong, then you can learn any technology. You can dominate your colleague as well in your companies. Okay, that level promise I'm giving. Okay, but you should be available every Saturday. That time yet to decide. Okay, my online, my team, they will inform to you. Okay, right. Anusha is she's asking, like, without knowledge of J2SC and J2W, can I learn J2ME? No, no, no. J2S is the mandatory, Anusha. If you want to learn J2ME, that's what. Guys, yeah. So Anusha, if you want to learn J2ME, you should know the J2SC. Otherwise, you won't be understand. That is the base module. Okay. Even though if you want to go for the testing environment also, there is what, Selenium, right? For Selenium also, you need to learn J2SC. That is core Java. Duration, Lokesh, you are asking 45 days. Servlets and JSP, JDBC, those are comes under advanced Java Pravalika. Okay, that is the separate. It won't be covered in core Java session. That is the different one. Okay, we can teach, but it won't be included in the core Java. Core Java is different, advanced Java is the different. Once you get the knowledge in the core Java, once you are familiar to core Java, then only can go for what, to learn servlet and JSP, JDBs. Otherwise, you never understand anything. Okay, right. Uh, Guys, this is what for today's session. Don't left, guys. There is, guys, please wait, don't left. Okay, there is one update from management. Okay, if you want to get regular notes and recording sessions, okay, we are going to give one link. You need to fill that link first of all. See, 1 minute, guys. Don't drop off. Please wait. Please wait. So in chat box, we have the some link. Okay, right? You can take that one, or else you can check it out here. Okay, you can click on that link. Okay, please fill that form. Whoever fill that form, they only get the daily notes, regular programs, regular video, audio files also, like recording sessions. If you are not enrolled there, you never get any notes. Okay, guys, some people is left. Please wait. Please fill that form. Okay, please fill that form. Take 2 minutes your time. Take 2 minutes your time. Enter those details, whatever they're asking there. You can enter. Just you can. Okay, please don't drop off until unless completion that form fill up. Okay, right. You can take 2 minutes your time, guys. Please fill all the details. Guys, so we provided that link everyone, right? You can search in the everyone. Okay, there is a link, you can click on that link, you can fill the details. Okay, whatever the details that form is asking. Okay, you can fill that details, like you can take your time, like 2 minutes, might be, it won't be take more than that. Okay, take your time, you can fill those details. Otherwise you won't be get the core Java notes, regular programs, regular recording sessions. If you really required, then you need to fill those details. Whoever filled those details, they only get the daily notes and daily recording sessions and programs as well. Okay,
The submit button
please.
is not working, sir. Hello? The submit button is not
Yeah,
working.
submit button is not working. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
can you hold 1 minute? Can you mute yourself?
Yes, yes, sir.
Guys, so the link is working, guys. Please try once again, or else you can refresh that page. Okay, if you are already submitted, it won't be accepted, that button might be disabled. Okay, so you can check yourself, might be if you have some connectivity issues also, then it won't work, right? Blank page only you are getting. And if you have any queries, like because so far might be you are getting like around 15 students. Okay, please fill, enroll yourself. Okay, if you required all those things from online IT Vidya team, if you require all the services, like whatever we mentioned, if you required, then you have to submit that form here. Okay, regular notes, regular programs, okay, regular um, recorded sessions. Okay, you need to submit here. Okay, please confirm once you submit. Okay, if you have any queries, like maybe you are unable to submit, or maybe you have some problems, take this number, I'm already displaying the screen. Okay, please take this number, you can reach out to, my online IT Vidya team, they will help you. Balram, please reach out to my online IT Vidya team, they will help you. Okay, whatever you have the queries. Guys, please fill that form, don't leave without fill that form. Yeah, 1.8 Tiwari, Vetika Tiwari. Okay, I will tell you that installation part and everything. Don't bother about it. Don't bother about it. I will take care of it. Everything. From starting onward, from the scratch, installation onwards, I will show them everything. Okay, don't bother about it. Yeah, don't install yourself, don't trouble. Okay, on the fly, I will tell you. Okay, you can do parallelly. Okay, don't install, don't download anything, otherwise you are getting totally confusion, guys. Okay, I will tell you. Guys, you can, whoever is not enrolled so far, maybe if you are getting some any technical issues, we are unable to submit that form. Okay, might be some that application link might be, it is no, maybe not working, but it is completely working. Many people, many students are submitted. You can try yourself. Your side might be you have some network connectivity issues, then you are unable to submit, unable to that form also. Okay, might be if we have the any technical issues, any issues, take this number, I'm already displaying the screen. Okay, 81433, otherwise you can note it down, 81433538888. I repeat once again. Okay, 81433538888. Okay, guys. So whoever submitted that form, you can leave it. So take this number if you have any queries. Then you can reach out to my online IT Vidya team. They are more effectively working 24/7. Anytime you can reach them. Okay, guys. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. We'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Bye.